I'm a buzz agent, and BzzAgent.com is a website where you get into campaigns and then you get to try different products. Usually, you share samples and you generate buzz about the brand, the company, or the product. Now, I'm in the Dark Monk campaign, and the Dark Monk is a book that just came out. It's the second in a series. So the first one was The Hangman's Daughter. I finished reading The Hangman's Daughter. They gave me both of them so I could read them in order. Now, what I really like is that the books are inspired by the author's genealogy, actually. He's descended from a family of hangmen, and so it kind of inspired the story. It's historical fiction, which I love history, so I've always been into historical fiction. And honestly, The Hangman's Daughter was one of the best I've ever read. I'll definitely be rereading it many, many times, and I've no doubt The Dark Monk is going to be equally good. It's a great, great, great mystery thriller type of book. It's got elements of witchcraft, it's got the mystery, it's light on the romance, thankfully, because I think a lot of times that takes away from the story. But I mean, yeah, two characters like each other, but not like it's not extreme and it doesn't overdo it. It's not a romance book by any means. Um, so there's the whole mystery and the big reveal at the end, which is cool. It basically centers around Jakob the Hangman in Schongau, which is insanely close to where my mom's from. She's Bavarian, and my Oma actually lives like just a couple towns over. So I'm excited. I'm already making plans next time I go visit to Germany to go see the town because now I have a great visual of what a Bavarian town would look like. And now I want to see the actual place since this is like historically based. Now it's fiction, but it's a real town and the author is very familiar with it. Like I said, I have a great visual of how Bavaria looks, how the towns look, how the fields and forests are. So obviously I really like the story just for that, and it was very easy for me to visualize. But even for somebody who doesn't know Bavaria that well, it's very descriptive, so you can get a good picture of it too. Um, One thing I really liked is that there's a character in it who's a redhead, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically it's kind of implied that, like, one of her concerns is that being a redhead kind of means witch. So that's a real thing because when I was born, my mom told her mom that I was a redhead, and she was just like, there was silence. She was stunned. Like, that's just it's a witch thing. It's not good. So I liked that, and I really related to the one character, Sophie, for that whole redhead thing in Bavaria. It's a little crazy, but it's cool. It's a great book. It is translated because the author is German, and they are written in German. But it's not a bad translation, actually. I've definitely read worse. Some things are a little like, some things repeat themselves too much. Like some expressions get used a lot, like a smile played on his lips. And it's sometimes a little bit distracting, but it's not bad. It's a very quick and easy read, and it sucked me in like from the first chapter. So it's a good story. It'll hold your attention. I actually almost missed a doctor's appointment because I'd been up so late reading. Now you can get it as a Kindle ebook, or you can also order it um, in a like paper copy. So check out The Hangman's Daughter. I'm excited to read The Dark Monk, and I'll definitely be giving more information once I've read that. I'm sure it'll be just as good, even if it's half as good. It's going to be awesome. And I can't wait for the rest of the books in the series to be translated. So I hope they do that. It's a good sign they did with The Dark Monk. So read them and wait for the rest of them to come out in English. Or if you happen to know German, then look them up in German too. I'm sure the writing's just as good, probably better, because then it's the author's words. So it's the best book I've read all year. And I love historical fiction. I love the fact that it's inspired by genealogy, which I'm very interested in. So give it a shot and sign up for BzzAgent as well and get your shot at campaigns similar to it too. Yay.